Hey everyone, it's Uberlin and I am back with another video, and guys thanks so much for your love for my previous video, that is the Joker, and I am back with another quality content. Today I am going to explain the Free Guy movie. It is a 2021 American science fiction film directed and produced by Sean Levy, and in lead we have our Deadpool, that is Ryan Reynolds. So let's get into it. In the beginning of which we see a man who is coming from the sky at a high speed towards the ground. After which he directly opens his parachute and sits straight in a car. Actually this is a gaming world, and whatever we are seeing right now, it is a complete gaming setup. The name of this game is Free City. Also, any player of this game can choose any character, as per his wish. After which they get missions of different types as well as different levels. On completing those, they get some reward plus information about their level up, so that they can progress further in the game. Now in this game anyone who wears sunglasses is a player, and the one who doesn't have glasses is basically a side character. In this game, players can do anything they want, whether they can drive fast, blast bombs, steal anywhere or kill anyone. Now we are shown a side character of this game, his name is Guy. Which is basically a side character of this game, and it has the same daily schedule, wakes up in the morning, says hello to his fish, wears the same clothes, and then gets ready, and leaves for his office. On his way to a coffee shop, he must have a coffee. And according to the guy, this coffee is the best coffee in the world. After which the guy takes coffee and comes out from there. We're on the way at the shoe shop, he likes a shoe, which costs about $200. When the guy checks his bank account to buy it, he finds that he only has $187 in his account, which means that he does not have the proper money to buy shoes. After which he leaves for his job. Actually the guy works in a bank, and a guard of the same bank is also a very good friend of the guy. When both of them are going from there, then only one player is nearby, robs the shop and leaves from there. After which the guy picks up the owner of that shop, but he reacts as if nothing has happened. For them it had become everyday things. After which the guy goes to the bank to continue his job. Now there is robbing in this bank every day, but the people who rob the bank are different all the time. Shortly after that, when more robbers come there, all the people in the bank kneel down and sit down. In which the guy and his friend also do same thing. After which both of them start talking while lying there, because this was their daily schedule. Where on the other hand the robbers take all the gold, all the money and come out of that bank. On the other hand, we can see the street, where a player is standing, as well as there another player comes and starts talking to him, his name is Miller. After which she asks him for the file. In response to which the player refuses to give the file. On hearing this, Millie gets angry, and she takes him to the gunpoint. So finally, not sacrificing his life, that player gives that file to Miller. With which Miller leaves silently from there. After which the scene shifts again, on the guy plus his friend. Those who had come out of the bank at this time. When both of them were going from the front, at the same time Miller is coming from in front of them, and when the guy sees Millie in front of him for the first time, he falls in love with her. After which he does not stop looking at her. Now as Millie is walking in front of him, he also tries to follow her. But then his friend tells him that these people are players, we can't follow them, because we are the side characters. We should stay away from them, but the guy does not listen to him, and goes after him. Where he can see that Miller is about to go inside a door, going through the railway track in front, and the guy also starts following her. But then a fast moving train comes there, colliding with which the guy dies there. After which the game is over for the guy, and we are shown that the actual player of Millie is also Miller in real world. This is a player playing from the real world, and the most important thing is that she is also the biggest developer of this game. And this is the reason why she has kept a character of its own name inside this entire game. Actually Millie has a friend, whose name is Keys. And this game Free City is developed by Millie and Keys together. After making it complete, both of them decided to sell this game to a company named Tsunami. But here the company cheated with them, and kept all the profits they got, and did not give anything to the developers. That's why Miller decided that she would steal an important file of this game, and then to recover that file back, Tsunami would have to make her their partner again, and this is the reason that Millie used to do this again and again. Inside the game, Millie tries to get that file, by going inside the characterization, playing the game again. After which the scene shifts on the guy which wakes up as usual daily routine. But today he is feeling a bit strange, it meant that he is working something different from his regular schedule. Then there he goes to have coffee, as on a regular schedule, but this time he asks for something else instead of coffee, which the girl gets shocked to hear. At the same time, the people around also start seeing the guy again, and the guy also notices that all the people are staring at him, and at the same time something wrong is going on. Seeing whom he tells the girl that he was just joking, he leaves from there with regular coffee. After which he reaches the bank, where like every time, robbers come to rob the bank, and like every time this time also the robbers were not the same. Then the guy sees there that Millie is going from somewhere outside the bank. Seeing him his friend repeats the same thing yesterday that those people are players, we should not meet with them. There is danger in meeting them. It is simply that we and he are not the same. That's why we have to keep a distance from them. In response to which the guy says that I just have to see once. How does the world look after wearing glasses? So he stands up and goes to the robber and says that I want to borrow your glasses for a while. I will return it back to you. But that player does not understand his point, because for that player he is a side character. He starts thinking that it is some player who has come to fight him. Because of this he beats him. Well, after having been beaten up a lot, when he falls down, he can see back that Millie is still going from outside the bank at that time. After which again the guy stands up with full potential and starts fighting with the same robber, and by mistake he shoots a gun and the player dies there. Then his friend asks if he has slept. After this, after coming out of the bank, the guy puts on that glasses and sees. And as soon as he wears the glasses, the whole world starts seeing him as completely colorful. As like as full gaming. The gaming setup is exposed in front of him, with different names, plus symbols, dollar signs somewhere and many different things there. Then the guy's eyes go down to a kid lying on the road, and when he goes to touch it, he gets re-heal immediately. That is, the injury that he had, he recovers from it. Then when the guy starts leaving from there, he sees a man fallen on the road, money is scattered all around him. When the guy touches those money, then all the money is transferred to his account, after which after checking his bank account, it is found that he has got more than $2,000. Being happy with this, he takes out those money and takes it with him. At the same time, the scene shifts in real life. Who is the developer of this game plus his friend? He is observing all these things that one of his characters is behaving very strange. Basically at this time Keys would have started working with Tsunami Company. Both of them start feeling like here that some hacker might have hacked their game. So they decide that both will go to this game by creating a new character and remove the hacker from here. At the same time, in the next scene, we can see that the guy has bought the same shoes which he once wanted to buy and walks out wearing them. After which he starts going to the same track where he had seen Mel a day earlier. Then the Keys along with his friend reaches inside a new avatar, and he tells the guy that whatever you are, take out your skin and come out. Then the guy says that, how can I remove the skin? That's impossible. After which both of them start firing on the guy. But getting the chance, the guy runs away from there. After which, while running, he reaches an abandoned building, and when he looks at his shoes, he sees the option of jump. Where on one side the guy tries to go over that building by making a big jump. At the same time, both of these people are behind him, and after all they are basically developers, so they have all the codes of this game, and all the technology is fully known. That's why they also start chasing the guy by creating new dimensions, new designs. After which the guy goes up there, and sees a crane, and he runs away, and tries to catch that crane. But then the guy's hand slips, and he starts falling hard on the ground, and it seems that now his game will be over here. But then a rubber tube is formed there, and the guy escapes by falling inside it. But then Keys and his friend come from behind and blow him out of the car. After which the scene shifts to the real world, and here you and his friends start to think that he has covered the glitch of this game. After which we are shown a show on TV in which the interview of the Keys is coming, inside which there is also Millie with him, and both of them are talking about the development of their own game. When Keys comes to his house, Millie is already waiting for him there. Basically Millie came here to meet him, because both of them were developers of Free City after all. But Millie had come to ask Keys for help to get that secret file, so that they could both share the profit with the Tsunami, and finally now Keys agrees to play along with her. The scene again shifts over the guy inside the Free City, which at this time again wakes up in his regular routine, but this time he starts feeling a little different again. That's why he leaves his regular clothes and wears a t-shirt this time. Here on the other hand Millie has also logged into the game. Here Millie's mission was that she has to go inside the house and steal that secret file. But then the guy comes from behind, so at first Millie thinks that this is a player. So she starts beating him, but the guy explains to her that he has come here to help her. But the guards standing above hear their talk, and they start firing on them. In response to which Millie also shoots at those guards to defend herself. And from there a big portal starts coming out. By following which, now the guy also reaches after her. Both of them reach a place full of containers. Here's where Millie starts to think that the guy is a new player who has just learned to play the game, and that's why he's following him over and over again. After which Millie opens a container, and takes the guy inside her house, where there are many guns, vehicles and many gadgets, which the guy is shocked to see. Then the guy picks up a pistol there, then Millie asks him, what is your level after all? So the guy says, what is this level? I don't know anything about it. Then there Millie shows its level which is 195. And when the guy's level is checked then it is only 1. So on this the guy asks Mill that how can he raise his level. So Mill tells you that you'll have to fight with other players to level up, steal their money, and complete new missions. The more weapons, the more vehicles and the more gadgets you have, the more your level will go up, and by saying this, she tells the guy to leave. Now the guy comes here in the city as well as sees that the players inside the city have completely rioted and ruined the city. He starts fighting with some people standing there, although in the beginning he seems to have won, but only then a player shoots him. About which the guy wakes up again the next morning. Here now the guy fights with the people, wins with the player, withdraws the money, and in this way, by dying every day, he raises his level very high. Seeing this, now the guy has a lot of fans inside the real world, because he has crossed very good levels within a short time. Also, now he has become quite viral on social media as well, and that is why he gets the name Free Guy. Along with this, people here also want to know that who is Free Guy after all, because of which people have also started vlogging on it. Now here the guy also helps many people in the game, where he extinguishes the burning man's fire, and that man hugs him in return and leaves from there saying thank you. Because of which people also know him by the name of Good Guy. Now the guy again goes to the people he went to before and this time he defeats them. After which it goes straight to its bank from there. Where his friend is shocked to see him, because this time he is not wearing a normal regular shirt, this time he is wearing a t-shirt, and at the same time he asks, where do you get these sunglasses from, because it is only and only players have. We are side characters. Then the guy tells that he has taken his glasses from a player, after which he starts telling all the incidents that happened with him to his friend. But then some robbers come to the bank again, because of their regular schedule, they're each there to do robbery. Seeing which all the guards and policemen there, seeing the robbers, sit there. But now as the guy has goggles like players, he snatches the gun of the robber, and points the gun at him. And also asks for his glasses. Well then that player gets shocked at that time, but he gives his glasses to him. As he gives the glasses to him, then although that player gets deactivated and the guy takes that glasses and gives them to his friend. But his friend refuses to wear those glasses, and says that whatever is going on in my life, I am happy in it. Now after this the guy drives that robber away from that bank, plus the girl who is standing with him tells him that you should not roam with such robbers. After saying this, now the guy also leaves the bank there. After which we are able to see Keys in the real world, to whom the message of Mila just came, and Mila is asking for help from him. Basically Mila is stuck inside a level which is very tough, and for that it needs the help of Keys. Where the scene shift takes place inside the game. The moment Mila reaches the place, where there is a secret file, and she also takes out the secret file, but then a lot of guards come there and attack her. In whose defense she asks Keys for help, but then the guy on the bike reaches there, and beats all the guards. Seeing the guy over there, Mila asks him, what are you doing here? This place is very risky. Both of them were talking about this, but only then more guards reach there. Seeing whom Mila requests from Keys that, send help in any way. It was a very tough level, which till date no player had been able to pass. But the guy goes there on his own, after taking care of all those guards, taking Mila from there and goes from there. But in the meantime, that file falls there while they were sitting on the bike. But in spite of this, the guy takes Millie out of there by sitting on the bike, and when these people come out by breaking the glass window, then Millie takes it out from there by putting a rocket in the gliders inside the parachute. Where in the next scene we are shown the Keys, who is surprised to see all the things in his laptop, because he has not done anything at all. But still the guy has saved Mila from there, by crossing all those top levels. Now in the next scene you can see the director of Tsunami Company, which is shouting at its developers inside the company, and at the same time, is also asking who is this Free Guy. So Key's friend tells him that this is a character inside the game, which was basically a side character, which we are going to delete soon, but the director of Tsunami says that you do not delete this character, because now this Free Guy has become very famous, and because of this our games are getting a lot of profit. After which he comes there and meets Keys, and says that we have to develop another game, in which the guy will have a lead role, but Keys does not like this much. Now we can see the guy and Millie where the guy brings Millie to his secret hideout. It has a lot of vehicles with guns, and also a fellow horse. This means he has taken his level too high. On which Millie would ask the guy that how did you level up so quickly? But in reply the guy doesn't say anything, and his silence only attracts Millie, and love falls somewhere between the two. After which both of them come out of their house, and go out to eat ice cream from there. Where we come to know that both of them like ice cream of the same flavor. After which both of them roam around the whole night. Where in the view of the viewers, it seems that Mila has been attracted to the guy here. That is, she has also fallen in love with him somewhere, although Mila is quite surprised to know this in the real world. How can I fall in love with that computer gaming character? After a while, Keys comes to Mila's house, and he tells Mila that the guy is a side character, his artificial intelligence has developed itself. Although at first he felt that, maybe the guy would be some hacker, but later when he came to know that he is a side character, and his AI has been developed automatically, that's why it came to Mila to tell this thing. Came because Millie was playing with Omi Guy for 2 days. After listening to this, Millie has also got tense, that she has fallen in love with an artificial intelligence, that is, a side character. After which she tells the Keys that it was the guy who helped her to cross the top level. After which Keys tells him that you have to log back and go to the game and tell the guy everything truthfully, that this is a virtual world, inside which he is a side character plus Milla is a player. Later the next day Milla logins again, and also finds the guy at the same place where he had eaten last night ice cream. After which Mealy tells him everything truthfully, that this is the gaming world, whose name is Free City, in which you are the side character. You are nothing but a program here. After which she takes him to a door, where all the players of this game had gathered, where the guy is able to see the high score of his own character, and gets shot, because he did not know that this is a virtual world, and finally now he starts to believe that, whatever Milla said is true. That is, it is a program. After knowing this, the guy is sad, but now the truth had come in front of him. There Mealy also tries to convince him that there cannot be love between us. After hearing this, the guy's heart breaks, and he comes out completely frustrated. After which he is able to see the city, where many players had created havoc in the whole city. He walks from there and reaches towards the middle, where due to anger, he throws a stone inside the sea, but due to being a gaming world, collides with the final wall there, in which he puts his hand and sees it but himself is unable to cross it there. It is an invisible wall, after which the guy comes back inside the city and shouts to all the people that you are not real. You are all a program and we are all inside a game called Free City. Whatever people you are seeing all this is not even real. All this is a gaming program. Well, although those people were already programs, then those people do not pay much attention to his words. After which the guy remembers that the file which was secret, which Milla needed to earn profit, is still lying inside that tough level. That's why he goes there with his friend, and when the guards and players there see him, then we come to that those people are already fans of the guy, so seeing the guy, their system gets a bit worse, and they dances there. And finally they hand over the secret file themselves to the guy, after which the guy takes that file straight and gives it to Mealy. Now although a secret file was missing, the director of Tsunami also gets furious, and he comes and tells his developers that this secret file has been missed here, so reboot the game as soon as possible. So now Keys and his friend have to reboot the whole game, even if they don't want to, due to which the game gets stuck in the middle, and all the people who are playing online would stop for a while. Where on the other hand, due to the halt of the game, Milla also understands that the game has just been rebooted. There the scene shifts towards the next day, where while doing his regular work, the guy wakes up again the next day, and says hello to his fish and wears the same clothes. But when he meets Milla on the way, Mealy tells him, "Guy, do you recognize me?" But the guy can't remember anything this time, because now the game is completely rebooted. Where Milla again contacts Keys and Keys tells her that before meeting you the guy was a side character, but when he met you he fell in love with you, and his artificial intelligence developed automatically. But now as the game has been rebooted, it has come back to its normal form. After which Milla tries a lot to remind the guy everything, but still he can't remember anything, and although Milla has been in love with the guy a lot at this time, then she says to Keys it talks about creating a new world for the guy, or, if you say, a new gaming world. After listening to which, now Keys also starts working on it. After which the guy and Mealy gather the people of that city at one place. There the guy tells those people that there is no need to do the work you do every day. So although there are many programs there, then they just denies his point, and the person who used to keep his hands up every time, he keeps his hands standing, and does not lower down. But among the few other people standing there also stands the girl who used to make coffee all the time. She says that I have to make something else instead of coffee, and on seeing all the programs get ready to do different things. After seeing that, there is destruction inside the entire Free City, and when players come there to kill people and loot, they do not get anyone there. If the director of Tsunami is also watching this thing, then he goes and talks to the developers, then that developer tells that the Free Guy and Milla have done all this work. Where on the other side we see that people from all over the city are in the same coffee shop where that girl used to make coffee. Everyone is very happy, enjoying the whole atmosphere. But the problem did not end here. Because of this, the developers there start catching Milla and Keys. So to avoid them here, the guy drives at a high speed. On seeing, the viewers feel that the situation has gone out of control, so at the same time Milla contacts Keys and asks him for some advice to protect herself. In response to which now Keys also raises that entire road in the sky. But while doing this, the directors catch him, and finally they come to know that Keys is behind all this. After which Keys have also made a plan to leave that job. But before leaving he also tells the director that you guys did not do well with us. We developed the game, but still we did not get the profit share. After which he builds a bridge in front of the director for the guy who is going outside the city, crossing which the Free Guy can go to another world. But as the director of Tsunami now knew that, if you leave the Free City, then playing this game will not be as much fun as it was coming before. So to stop the Free Guy, he goes to the main server room to disconnect the entire game there, and starts breaking the entire hard drive as well as the system. But still there was some processing going on inside Keys' laptop, so the character of the guy was still alive at this time. So that's why the game, with the help of his friend, he brings down another character, which is a muscular guy. It can also be said again, that the updated version of the free guy, which is very muscular, and there is a fight between the two. The fights are often unfair, but the viewers enjoy watching them a lot. Here the guy uses Captain America's shield to defend himself. Also, to beat him, he uses Hulk's punch, and, if seen, becomes all the characters of the entire Avengers, and teaches that bulky guy a lesson. However, at that time the guy's friend also comes there, and he tells the muscle guy that, if the guy is my friend then you are also my friend. But the muscle guy beats him too. Now the guy doesn't understand anything else in his answer. That's why he puts his glasses on the eyes of the muscle guy. Seeing that the muscle guy gets to see the whole world, or the whole gaming city looks very colorful, due to which he starts running here and there, and after getting a chance from there, the free guy escapes from there. But seeing his fellow leaving the game, the director of Tsunami destroys the game, by breaking all the server rooms there, due to which all the characters in the game start disappearing. Where the whole free city is being destroyed from one side, but the whole world is watching all this incident live. And there comes a moment, where the free guy jumps off that bridge, and in back the entire bridge gets erased from it. But after a while the guy disappears from there. Then everyone starts thinking whether the guy is alive or dead. But after a while we can see that the guy has reached a different place, which is a completely different place from the free city, which is developed by Keys. Now after seeing the guy alive there, the people of the city are very happy, plus the muscular guy is also very happy to see him. After which the scene shifts to the real world, where Millie comes and tells the director of Tsunami that if you give me the remaining server, I will give you the sequels of Free City. This will benefit you and me too. Hearing which the director agrees to join hands with her. After which the scene shifts in the real world. Again on Milla and Keys, who are working on a new game, or a new project called Free Life, whose lead character is our guy, or we can say Free Guy. After which Milla logs into this game, where she meets the guy plus all the people who used to be inside the Free City. Where while talking to the guy, he comes to know that his voice is exactly like Keys, and now he starts to know that a new character has been developed. This time Keys himself has done it, because Keys also loved Milla somewhere. And finally the love grows between Keys and Milla and the movie ends here. So tell me your opinion about this movie in the comments section, and also tell me which movie should I explain next. If you like the video please press thumbs up, so that I can grow more, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Till then, goodbye.